haven't officially announced it yet, but there's a lot of talk about Ermes against Vitaly Laletin. I'm hearing rumors that it might be going down in like King of Table or something, maybe December. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. Let's start off with you, Jerry. What is your thoughts? Ermes versus Vitaly. Who gets the win?
I think that'll be a good match. I think that matchup fares well for me, right? Me and Vitaly, I like that matchup. But with Vitaly with such a long arm and Ermes, Ermes is strong, so I would lean towards Ermes, but if Vitaly is able to post him up and stop him from going over his hand, I think Ermes would be in trouble. But Ermes has shown before too that he has a press in him too, and that's how Dave was able to go through Vitaly.
Yeah, I got to say one thing about Ermes that I've seen is it seems like that loss to Devin has lit a fire under him. He's kind of went quiet on social media. He just recently started posting some training videos, but you could just tell there's something different. He's like a man on a mission. He looks very aggressive, and he looks like he wants to revenge that loss. So definitely looking out for Ermes to come and make a big performance in whoever match he has next. Bob, what's your thoughts on a Vitaly Ermes possible match?
Well, normally anytime you got two top rollers that are close that go against each other, I go with the guy with the taller arm.
It's Vitaly
because he can get more pressure on the other guy's hand and wrist.
Okay.
But Ermes' wrist has proven to be really freaking strong. And so that's going to slip and go to the straps. And I think Ermes wins the first one or two because I think he does have a strong enough wrist just to beat him.
And how would he beat him? Would it be like a high posting top roll he would go on him?
Exactly.
And what would Laletin be doing? He'd be probably low hand top rolling him?
He would be trying to fish him. Well, what I call fishing.
So low hand top roll?
Low hand top roll, but with more up pressure.
Okay.
Trying to get Ermes' wrist to get tired. And if it works, well, then normally he lays right down. But as we learned with when Ermes was against Levon, if Ermes loses his hand, he will bring in his shoulder and start to pull like Jerry.
Okay.
He'll do it. And so if him and Laletin have longer matches, Ermes has proven he's got good endurance. So, that's a hard one to call. I still like to always go with the guy with the taller arm, but with this one, I'll go against myself and say Ermes wins against Vitaly. Okay. And maybe ends up winning with a dead wrist.
Let me ask you now, when Vitaly's setting up fishing or low hand top rolling, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to drag back first? Is that the initial hit is straight back?
No, well, not necessarily. He might just be trying to load straight up into his opponent's fingers.
Okay.
And because his arm's that long,
Yeah. Okay. And so the key is for Ermes to have a very strong hand that doesn't open that day, which is funny that we say that because Ermes originally was known for his biggest strength is his hand. But as of recently, in the last couple matches, he kind of fell back from training the hand and went in getting the arm stronger. So I've heard recently he's going back to the original plan and focusing on the hand now. So
it's not like when he started focusing on his arm, his hand got weaker.
Well, I think it did. I think that's what Lachlan was saying. That was one
I would disagree with that.
Okay.
I find it hard to, when you are when you start to focus on your arm, you still got to grab weights. You still have to pick stuff up. And it's not that difficult to maintain your strength. Increasing your strength is hard, but maintaining your hand and wrist strength, I don't really think you have to do a whole lot to maintain it. But hey, if he thinks his hand and wrist got weaker, great, he'll train harder. You know.
I kind of get the same vibe, brother. If I don't just focus on my hand, I feel like it starts falling off a little, and as of recently, I started getting back to holding the ball all day long, because I kind of, for the last couple of weeks, I went away from that, and I've definitely seen like a difference on the table. I don't feel as connected with my hand and all. So I definitely could see how he feels that way. And I'm going to get back to just squeezing the ball around the